Hello, party people, and welcome to Cast Party, the official podcast of Shea's Performing Arts Center. Join us as we take you behind the curtain for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at Shea's and the world of live entertainment that we have right here in the 716. Passing the mic around, let's introduce you to our party hosts. My name is Rita, and with me today is...
Julianna Tracy, hello.
And...
Kenny Lazuski, hello everybody.
Welcome to our first episode, guys. We're really happy to have you here at our cast party, and this is our first ever episode, so we kind of thought a great way to start it off was to explain to you how three coworkers ended up with the podcast. And with that, I'm going to give it over to my friends in development.
No, I'd say it's a pretty entertaining story, which is why we thought we would start the pilot episode with it. So for those of you who don't know, during the shows, we have what is called the Spotlight Lounge, which are a lot of our development team works during the show. It's an hour before donors, can have drinks and food in there. And during intermission of Les Mis, which feels like 3.5 hours, by the way, which I had never seen, like most of the shows here, I was asking a lot of questions to Julianna, who's a theater expert, and was singing most of the songs in the lounge. And very well, by the way. She sang them really well. They sounded great. I did not join in with that. And
you can.
I'll save everybody the pain of that. I did get cut in 6th grade from the musical, just so you know, The Lion King, so I'm a little salty.
That's a whole episode.
That's a whole other podcast, actually. So that's Cast Party After Dark. But so she was explaining to me, and it was really entertaining. And just about the girl on the cover, I was like, does she survive?
You really
Julianna?
have no
Yes,
clue.
yes,
Yes,
survive.
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
Like every time, like there's these little, there's like the fronts are like, I'm like, every 5 seconds there was like, poof, poof, and I'm like, she's like, well, there goes another one. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
There's a lot of deaths in Les Mis, unfortunately.
So we're like, this would be pretty good for non-theater people, or even for people who know the shows to just, hear about kind of inside stuff about them, like fun facts. And then for somebody who theater just shows can be not intimidating, but it can be at times, just break in and learn more about it. And then to get it internally, so we kind of formulated the idea and we're like, who can we bring on to help with this? And I had asked Rita, who's the heart and soul of the podcast, to print a document from upstairs, and I could have clearly done it myself. I mean, I was just instructed to ask her, and she came down.
I came down a little hot.
Yeah, Rita, you want to go ahead and tell the rest of the story for that, right?
I might. Okay, well, to be fair, Ken had just started, and I had just told him about how to print on our amazing machinery here at Shea's, and he does a great job now.
He prints
good. I came down a little hot to go, and then we ended up kind of sharing with our president a little bit. We gave him a little taste of the riffing that happens between Ken, Julianna, and I on a regular basis, basically. Yeah. And
she may or may not have thrown the paper at me.
I did throw
but me bringing up the podcast, selfishly, me bringing up the podcast was the way to soothe it over with Rita. And pitch like, hey, Rita has a great idea for a thing. And
I wasn't even mad at you. I just really was. I was setting my boundaries. And,
and now look at us.
And now we have a podcast.
And now we have a podcast.
So the moral is to always give your coworkers grief if they ask for help, and you will get a podcast.
But that's the story. That's literally the story. We're not making any of this up. That is the story about how this all came together.
It's true. Julianna, do you have anything to add to this?
No, I approve of this message 100%.
Signed off by all three.
Signed off, yeah. This is the official story.
I was making sure I didn't embellish anything either.
No, you did not. You made
everything was factual.
Look a little silly, but then again, I made myself look a little silly.
No, it was very organic, which is great. And those are how the best kind of ideas come around anyways. It was organic. It came together. And here we are, episode 1. It's real. It's happening. So.
And we've been trying to figure out ways to kind of teach Ken and other folks that are starting here at Shea's a little bit more about theater and different plots and things like that. So, I mean, we kind of thought one thing that would be fun with Cast Party was to introduce a different theater term that we could teach you week after week. And I was trying to think of ones for today, and then we came up with one really good one with our producer, Cassandra, which is...
So the word of the day is actually the title of our podcast, Cast Party.
Oh.
Ken, can you guess what a cast party is before we give you the definition.
A party. Alex, a party. What is a party for the cast?
I'll go with party for 500.
No, I would think it would be after the show. I think we do these here, or probably every theater does. After the show, the cast and crew gets together, celebrates the show. The first night of a show, or maybe the second night. I don't know if it's a particular night, and it's an opportunity to just like celebrate the first night of the show and kind of bring everybody together, I guess. Right?
Yeah, that's about accurate. The definition I have written in front of me says the generic term for a party where all the cast and crew involved with a production are invited to relax and have a good time after the show. Typically occurs on or after closing night.
Oh, look at that.
And I believe one of the times we met, our producer Cassandra brought up an excellent point as well, that a lot of the times now it is called a company party.
Yeah.
Because they want to be inclusive to everyone in the production, not just the cast, because it really is a celebration for everyone who's involved in tech, producers, directors, all that. It's a celebration for everyone involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well said. So even though our podcast is called Cast Party, we can also view it as a company party for everyone anytime.
I've never been invited to the cast party. Probably
if you guys got into that school play in 6th grade, you probably
Yeah, I know. They probably had a cast party, what
they did.
And I wasn't
sure
invited.
did.
They definitely did.
And you weren't invited because you weren't a part of the company.
Look at me now.
I can tell
I'm
you.
gonna go to the next one. I'm telling you, next show. I'm going.
One thing you missed out with having a cast party probably as a student is the profound amount of crying that high schoolers can do about a 3-show run. I don't know about Julianna.
Oh my god, it's like it was like the end of the world. Like it was like my whole life was coming to a close that very evening after my 3rd performance of Willy Wonka Jr. or whatever.
And you're like, I'll never see you guys again. And then you see each other on Monday.
Yeah.
But Shea's actually had a pretty cool party come up recently.
Yes.
And
The season announcement has occurred. And that is one of my favorite times of the year because it is so exciting. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
which means all of the folks here at Shea's and our subscribers and hopefully more folks have learned about our 25-26 season, which I find incredibly exciting. I don't know. I'm pretty stoked.
One yet. Yeah.
But one way we thought it'd be cool to talk about the season announcement and the shows coming up is Julianna and I have all of the shows, all the Broadway blurbs of the shows in front of us. And our good friend Ken, who is still learning about theater.
I don't even think I wrote these down right.
No, you didn't.
You did question yourself. Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it
wrong.
All right. That's a good start.
So Ken has a slightly correct list of the season in front of him, as he did not know the shows. So we're going to kind of try and see if we can match up our blurbs with Ken and his titles.
Yes.
Is that well explained?
I'm going to pick the blurb or pick the title based on the blurb that you give.
Yeah.
Like,
Ken
I'm going to guess.
Is a Broadway novice, so I think that's also something that we need to include as well.
Yes.
So he has a very limited idea of what, not limited,
He's
I guess.
growing every day.
He's growing every day. But he has, that's another word that he learned. Yeah. He's slowly learning about these shows, so he kind of has a fresh perspective, and he's just seeing kind of titles right now.
Yeah, and you're going to have to tell us at the end of this which ones you are most excited to see.
All right. In The Wiz, they sing Down the Road 3 times.
In The Wiz?
That's just the first act.
Okay, never mind. Let's continue. Just 3 times.
Let's ease on past that.
Wow! That was unscripted. That whole thing was a riff. Wow! Oh my! I'm putting that to my dry erase board. That's good, Rita. All right.
So let's see.
Number
Julianna, do you want to take it away with the first one?
Oh, sure. Okay.
All right.
The winner of the 2024 Tony Award for Best Musical.
That's it?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. No, I was waiting for a guess, maybe, perhaps.
A dramatic pause.
A breath, maybe.
A beat.
Jeez,
A beat.
We're in trouble.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1967. Ponyboy Curtis, his best friend Johnny Cade, and their greaser family of outsiders battle with their affluent rivals, the Socias. Navigates the complexities of self-discovery as the greasers dream about who they want to become in a world that they may never accept them. Wow, I can't read. but
You did great.
Is this an example of dropping the title of the musical in the blurb?
I think
You said outsiders. Because you said, like, stateside, so I know elephants,
I
right?
want you to trust your instincts.
I'm going
on this.
outsiders on this one.
Yes, context
Yes.
clues. Well done,
I'm keeping
Ken.
score with myself, by the way.
And one thing
very-
I feel like we need to like just address, because we've done a few episodes as practice, is that we've learned that Ken's very competitive.
Yeah,
So if we
very
make things a game for him, he gets really into
I
it.
don't know what that says about me, but lack of maturity or just, I don't know.
No, definitely not.
I am very excited for The Outsiders. This is one of my most anticipated shows. I saw that Tony Awards performance of it, and I've been hyped ever since.
Wow.
I cannot get a ticket for it on Broadway, so I'm so hyped to see it here.
Yeah, I'm really excited as well. I did get a chance to see it on Broadway. I was a big fan of the movie because my 7th grade class, I think we were supposed to read it, and then they were like, let's just show them the movie. And so then that's what made me a fan. So seeing it on stage, I'm not going to give away too much, but it is a very visceral adaptation of The Outsiders. I think anyone who had a chance to check out the film or the book is going to have a great time checking out, for sure. So, Ken, I think, we'll give you some summer reading with The Outsiders.
I probably was supposed to read this in school, didn't somebody?
I feel like they really skipped over it in my class.
So this is a book turned movie turned musical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the musical and the movie close? Like, is it?
I mean, they're all based off of the book. I think the musical, like, very much is based off of the book. Same with, like, you know how, like, there's other movies that, like, for example, are based off of, I'm trying to think of something. But, like, for instance, Les Mis, because we talked about Les Mis.
Yeah.
The musical is based off the book, but there's also a movie of Les Mis that was
Right.
made in the 90s, but it's not based off of that movie.
Uma
It's made-
Thurman.
I see, yes. Okay. Just like someone who's seen the movie, like I've seen Back to the Future, the movie, right? Like how different of that is.
Yeah.
You know, how different is the movie compared to whatever?
It
Like,
always kind of depends on what
Right.
you want to be showcased from the plot. I find with adaptations, like, like the Wicked movie, for example, like they kind of combined the book as well as the show musical together.
I didn't even know Wicked was a book.
Oh, yeah.
We found this out yesterday. Like I found this out. And there's 4.
There's a lot.
There is a lot of the Wicked,
There's
and it's
Wicked.
only based off of the first
Right. This was all news to me.
Son of a wood. Yep. All right, my turn. I'm
the next one.
gonna see what I can throw Ken off with.
You
I'm
figure
gonna
the
flip
one
over a
that's
page.
I'm gonna look.
Oh, okay. A young man jumps on a.
He really wants Hunchback of Notre Dame real bad, and I
One can dream. One can dream.
go to London, Ken. They're doing it in concert.
Quasimodo ringing the bells.
You really feel like
Flying
a
around.
kinship with Quasimodo, and I gotta commend you, man.
I want to be Captain Phoebus. All right, let's continue.
That's a choice.
All right. A young man not in the Disney canon jumps on a moving train, unsure of where the roads will take him, and finds a new home with the remarkable crew of a traveling circus. Seen through the eyes of his older self, his adventure becomes a reminder that if you choose the ride, life can begin at any age.
What?
This is so obvious, Ken. I was kidding.
You said the circus.
I did say the circus.
Is it elephants?
Yeah.
The water for elephants?
Yeah.
Because there are elephants in the circus.
I love context
2
clues.
for 2. This is good critical thinking, folks.
Yeah. You're really putting them together,
Oh,
man.
I'm loving this. This is good now. I'm
Now,
gonna roll.
This one, I read the book, and I watched the movie with our Pats, but I did not see the musical.
I saw the musical on Broadway, and I enjoyed it. What?
Was it a good time?
Oh my god! The puppetry is incredible. There's so they use similar to the Lion King. They use puppetry to make the animals in the circus and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it is so cool. I enjoyed it a lot. There's acrobatic stunts that will just make you lose your mind.
Freak out.
Yeah, it's just insane, the things that they're doing on the stage. I'm interested to see how that translates on the tour, because it's not a sit-down production, but there's huge moments, and I don't want to spoil anything, but they have a pole on stage at one point, and there's somebody in the Broadway production basically swinging off the top of it. It was insane.
A Tuesday night.
Yeah, a regular Tuesday night.
Man.
Might cut that joke.
No.
Ken's actually an understudy for Water for the Elephants. He's been training for
I
months.
am the elephant.
When the puppet doesn't work, Ken goes out full garb.
Next show, please.
Next show. Moving on.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. A Winter Wonderland inspired by the poem by a poem. Let's do that instead because that gives it away. This poem comes to life, and Isabella and her father are unexpectedly separated by a snowstorm. They discover whimsical characters, acrobats, children, and reindeer who reunite father and daughter in the holiday spirit. People literally hang from their hair.
Oh my god. What? What is this?
It was the night before Christmas.
That your final answer?
Yes.
Oh, we almost
You
gave
got
it
it
away.
right.
We
3 for
almost in the
3.
blurb,
Christmas
the
isn't
title.
in the title. It's not in the title.
No.
Not in the title.
But I started
just
reading
crossed it out of my notebook.
So
I'm
the
sorry.
actual blurb says A Winter Wonderland inspired by the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and I was like reading it and mid-read, I was like, "This is gonna tell the name."
It was a
of this
real
right
time
away.
pivot, Julianna. A real time pivot.
Julianna is a thespian and actress outside of the work realm, so she's good at with a script. She's quick to change and pivot. You're on it. So this is a Cirque du Soleil show.
Yes, that's what it was.
And that means we have basically the circus coming through and performing this "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" through acrobatics. And I know that show usually has a lot of spectacle,
Sure.
beautiful costumes, amazing lighting, amazing stunts.
awesome.
Yeah, I really actually would love to see that for the holidays. That sounds beyond magic.
Julianna, are these the people at like Disney Springs? The circle, is that that?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
is that,
yeah.
yeah,
So
I've
they,
seen
at
it, yeah.
Disney Springs, they do Drawn to Life.
Yeah, Drawn to Life. They do, yeah. Okay, I've seen that. So I kind of, that's awesome. That'll be really cool then. Christmas time, I'm assuming this is coming.
I know Shea's is usually decked to the nines for the holidays, and that's kind of a spectacle in itself.
Yes.
It is. It's just beautiful.
One of my other favorite times of year here.
Stunning.
Nice. So 3 for 3.
You're
Yeah,
doing
you're doing
so good,
All
Ken.
right. Thank you very much. Gonna make a homemade certificate. Somebody better print me out a certificate. If
I will not print you out anything ever.
I didn't mean it that way. There's no printing. Rita's not doing any
We've
printing.
established this.
No, I'm never asking anybody. I'm triggered. All right, let's continue.
And Ken has left the building.
Yeah, I've
He's
seen
gone.
myself
He's
out.
on the train.
All right.
All right, my turn.
Here we go.
All right. Look at what happened in the land of Oz, but from a different angle. Long before Dorothy arrives, there is another young woman born with emerald green skin, smart, fiery, misunderstood, and possessing an extraordinary talent. When she meets a bubbly blonde who is exceptionally popular, their initial rivalry turns into the unlikeliest of friendships.
Is this Adele Dazeem? Is this Wicked? Is this Wicked?
Yes!
Wow! My whole family's gonna be so excited. Oh my god! Is it in time for the part 2? Like, is this coming when the next movie comes out? I don't know. Is
so.
it?
I think
Yes,
it
we're
is.
getting a nod. Yes,
I mean,
it is.
not to brag, but
world
way to go,
premiere of Part 2 's coming
Albert
up.
Noncholino and Shea's for just the magical timing of Wicked coming back.
Wow!
I'm so excited. Can
No
you imagine
kidding.
going to the theater to see part 2 and then like the next day going to see Wicked like
On
tour?
stage.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm so excited,
Yeah.
you guys.
Not to brag, but I'm gonna bring my Elphaba popcorn bucket from this year to Shea's, and they're gonna be like, "We're not filling that up, please.
Yeah, please.
Put that away."
I've
actually.
been so influenced by the Wicked marketing campaign. It's not
been
even
terrific.
funny. Yeah.
You and I bought Funko Pops.
we
were
did
so
a
stoked.
lot of
So
Funko Pops.
last is so they don't cut the hole in the stage anymore
for the trap door.
for the trapdoor, right? Because that's part of like the lore of Shea's, right?
No, so the tour.
There is
So
a
fun
trapdoor.
fact about tours is they kind of adapt themselves for obviously going to different stages across the country. So in the Broadway show, they do have a trap door, and in the original tour, they did cut into every stage and make a trap door, as Ken said.
It's here. They pointed it out to me. The trapdoor.
Yeah, it's still in existence.
Yeah.
We still got it.
But obviously, that's not really financially feasible for a lot of theaters for just a Broadway show to just cut into their floor. So they've adapted it, and lots of tours do this. Is where they'll kind of change some things for the touring stages to make it better. Not make it better, but make it easier for everyone to see.
Yeah.
So that is one of the changes. So I don't believe they're going to be cutting into our floor anytime soon. But
But stranger
never know.
things
Yeah.
happen. I think the last time I saw Wicked at Shea's, I was in high school, and I was incredibly blown away just by the proscenium And the fact that, word of the day. And the fact that there's just so many details and elements in the show. I mean, it kind of was reflected in the movie as well. But, like, the amount of details that goes into the storytelling on Wicked is just always something that just makes you excited to be in theater and to see theater, for sure. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Really good. That's exciting.
Wow, Ken, you've gotten all these right. We shouldn't have let you write any titles.
Yeah, I know. I would have said Wizard of Oz. All right, we got 4 left. Yeah. All right. All right.
Aces.
Let's keep it going. I'm feeling really good. Feeling confident. But once I get overconfident, I'm gonna.
You're gonna probably.
This is where we go now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Based on the best-selling novel that inspired the iconic film, tells the story of Allie and Noah, both from different worlds, who share a lifetime of love despite the forces that threaten to pull them apart. Music and lyrics by multi-platinum singer-songwriter Ingrid Michaelson.
Ugh, I love her.
She's the best. And this show is the best. It's one of my favorites, so I want Ken to guess it.
Ken, you better get this right.
Is this Notebook with Ryan Gosling? Is Ryan Gosling in the movie?
Yeah,
thank you.
And Rachel McAdams.
And Rachel McAdams, but they're not in this.
No, they're not.
And James
Wait, so
Marsden.
Notebook is a book?
Yes.
by
Notebook's a
Nicholas
book and a movie now. Okay,
Yep.
all right.
So
yeah, that's right.
The Notebook is actually the one I was thinking of before I mentioned Les Mis, about like musicals that go like there's a famous movie for it, but they base it off of the book. So with that one, there's a lot of some different elements to it because it's based off of the book rather than the famous movie.
So if you've seen the movie, still come see this.
Yeah. Oh my God.
If you haven't read the book. Right.
Yeah, I saw this on Broadway, and they have 3 different couples playing Allie and Noah, so you get to see them at every stage of life, and it's really beautiful.
Oh, wow.
To see, like, it almost makes it feel like a universal story because you're seeing 3 groups of people go through it, but they're all the same person, so it feels like they're all... Cool. It feels like... everyone is them kind of feeling, which is really great.
And no matter what your age is, where are you in life, you can relate.
Yes.
Because there's 3. Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
Wow, this is coming from a non-theater person. I even get that.
You're stoked.
But that is good writing and a good production because, like, anybody can relate to that, no matter who you are. That's good. Yeah. I'm going to go see it. I'm writing that down.
Ken's actually going to buy a subscription after this episode.
I might.
This is good.
I might too. I mean, maybe we'll do it as a group.
What? Cute. All right.
Crickets. Maybe we'll hang out together. Crickets.
I'm doing that right now. Let's continue. On to the next.
All right. Winner of Best Musical. The most Tony Award winning show of the season.
Lion King.
Whoa. Maybe. No. Kim is forced to navigate family dysfunction, a rare genetic condition, her first crush, and possible felony charges. Ugh, high school, am I right? She is determined to find happiness against all odds and embark on a great adventure.
My facial reactions is why we need the camera, because some of the stuff is just, I have no idea what they're talking about, and they're like giggling, like, oh, this is great insider stuff, and I'm like, is this the Kim and the Kimba? Kim and the Kimbo? This is the one I wrote wrong.
Yes, yeah.
This is that one.
I like the way you said it.
Right.
The official title.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Just the way I wrote it down.
It's fine. You get it wrong now. So
yeah, no, I didn't get this right.
Kimberly Akimbo.
Kimberly Akimbo.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen this production. I'm excited to because it reminds me a little bit of that Robin Williams flick from the 90s called Jack. And he has a similar genetic condition where he gets older and he's a teenager. This is the rare genetic condition that I don't know if we can talk about. Maybe that's a surprise of the show, but I really am excited to see it because it seems like a unique plot. We're talking about a lot of our season, a lot of cool adaptions, and
this is one of them.
This is one that's like, going to be a little bit different, a little bit new for everyone. Good. That's always kind of nice too and exciting.
But every season has that, right? Something
every
new.
season,
that's good. Good.
Oh yeah.
This one's another one that, like, it won Best Musical, and I really wanted to see it, but then I couldn't get tickets for it, and it closed, so I'm excited to see it.
Well, guess what? You have your opportunity right now, right here.
I mean, just the poster alone, it looks like just so cute and fun. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
All right.
We got
two more, right?
Two more.
I'm feeling pretty good.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good with the two we have left. These might might be really difficult to screw these two up based on the announcements. So let's fingers crossed.
You might get them all right. That's very exciting.
No, I didn't.
Remember, he got Kimberly wrong.
I got Kimberly wrong because I butchered the title.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue. Next two.
Half point.
I'm keeping him humble.
All right. Whose turn? Is it my turn?
Your turn.
Yes, okay. 30th anniversary production with members of the original creative team reuniting.
Ooh.
Spectacular new sets and dazzling costumes. Oscar-winning and Tony Award-nominated score. Breathtaking musical filled with the romance and spectacle audiences know and love.
Beauty and the Beast, featuring Quasimodo.
We're gonna give you half credit for that.
See, what could dream?
Stop trying to make Quasimodo happen.
I am so
It's not
excited
gonna
to see Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, one thing that Ken has already alluded to is he's a big Disney guy.
Huge Disney person, yes.
So this is a nice entryway for anyone.
I've never seen it.
No, you never seen it on stage?
Never seen it on stage.
This one is a highly anticipated one. I know people who for years now have been campaigning either revive Beauty and the Beast or bring Beauty and the Beast on tour. Mm-hmm. So people have been waiting for this one so long, myself included. So
this is
watch
it.
out.
This is it.
Yeah, watch out. Yeah. Here comes the fans ready to go.
They're really excited about this one.
Will be great.
So this did not go to Broadway. This is just going straight to tour?
Yes, yeah. So this is it's to celebrate their 30th and as I said in the blurb, their 30th anniversary of the show. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast was the first show that made Disney on Broadway a success kind of thing. That and The Lion King.
Sure.
But I think Beauty and the Beast was first. Somebody fact check me. But
I'm stoked to see it. I mean, when I was in middle school, I think they had a lot of Disney Channel stars take turns playing Belle.
Yes.
And I never got to see Christy Carlson Romano or Annalee Ashford or whoever. Annalise Ashford?
no, it's Annalise Vanderpool.
Oh, yes.
She's Raven's best friend.
Yes.
That's a Raven.
Wrong Annalise, but still stoked that we're going to finally have this come through while I'm here. And I don't know, this is one of my favorite. I broke the VHS watching this when I was a kid so many times, so I'm stoked.
Yeah. I had, my parents saw when they first went on tour back in the 90s. They saw it and they had saved their playbill and then they bought the cast recording. So when I was a little kid, obviously years after because I wasn't alive in the 90s.
Rub it in.
I would sit and just play this Broadway cast recording.
And I should mention, as our social media coordinator, Bridget Neeson, who is awesome and did our Broadway blurbs today, she reminded us just now that this is actually an add-on for the season. So it's not a part of your season subscription package. It's something that is in addition to, kind of like this season with Hamilton. So yeah, it's kind of like an extra bonus content, if you will.
Sure. Yeah. It's a bonus feature.
Bonus, yeah.
Well, that's a bonus feature I'd buy. So it's great. It's going to be exciting.
All right, last one. How are you feeling, Ken?
I don't think I can screw this up.
I don't know, Ken. You should have one title left.
I still have the notebook open and I'm staring at the last one like I'm going to say the one above it that I crossed out.
In hindsight, we should have given him fake titles.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, we should have. Wow, we really, I feel bad we're plotting in front of you how we could have screwed you up more. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about this.
we could have
my first and last episode.
You're doing great. No.
First and last episode.
Please print out your resignation from the podcast.
Thanks, Rita. My apology letter. All right, that last one.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. I am ready.
I'm ready. Okay, acclaimed Tony Award-winning musical. Oh, we got a lot of those for this season. Winner of the Outer Critics Circle Award for Best New Musical. About the brilliant, passionate, and funny American women who fought tirelessly for the right to vote. Wow. Hillary Clinton, a producer. And Happy Women's History Month.
Can you say that one more time? The whole blurb for... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, let me redeem myself. Tirelessly. Go Bills.
Suffs.
How'd you know?
Well, I kind of got nervous because I put suffragette next to it, so then I forgot the title and stuff, so I kind of looked at it, and then you threw me off when you said tirelessly.
Yeah, I threw myself off.
And that is wrong.
Actually, of all the ones I guessed, I was most nervous for the one that was the only one left.
The one
Just because that whole thing.
Good for us.
Good for you. Yeah, that was great. I eat for 8. I'm excited.
I mean, aside from Hunchback of Notre Dame, what show are you most excited for next season?
Wait, what?
Which is not happening.
Wait, don't say that. Don't say that. I was so excited. I want to see Notebook or Outsiders. You guys hyped those up really good. The Notebook one got me like right away because you're just like that whole like the 3 actors, and I like for whatever reason that whole theme like I don't know. I like that.
Nice.
Everybody think I say Beauty and the Beast because it's Disney, but I've seen it. Whatever. Everybody like that's an easy pick, but I just want to see something different, something new, personally for me, and I'm excited for those two. Definitely gonna see the Notebook.
I'm taking full credit,
Yay.
Juliana, you and I both, for getting Ken interested.
Yeah, you persuaded me. That's the whole point of the show. That's the point of the podcast. That's the point of the podcast.
Yay! All right. Well, we can wrap up our mission statements.
Yeah, that's literally like I would not have even known it was a yeah. Kudos on you guys.
All right. What about you, Juliana? What are you most excited for?
So I said definitely The Outsiders is one of them because that's one that I was like really trying hard the last time I went to New York to get a ticket for, and they were like way too expensive and sold out every night, so I couldn't get one. But also like really the season is stacked. Like I'm so excited to re-see like The Notebook and Water for Elephants, but also Beauty and the Beast. Like I know that's like an easy answer. Wicked, of course, during the I'm listening the whole season. But yeah, I think final answer would definitely be The Outsiders or Beauty and the Beast for me.
Nice.
But really this whole season, like I'm so pumped for. Suffs is another one that I think is a little underrated and people should go see because it's really important.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Definitely don't sleep on Suffs. Do not be missing out. Sorry.
But yeah, Outsiders and Beauty and the Beast, final answer.
Rita, what are you excited to see, Rita?
Okay, I am very excited to see Wicked again because I am a nostalgia queen and I just have been really riding that Wicked high. But then I really love Water for Elephants, the novel. I remember reading it and I still have my copy, and I'm always kind of excited to see the way a novel jumps from page to stage. So I'm really excited for that one. And I love page to stage.
Wow.
So yeah, no, it'll be really cool. I'm excited for the season as well. I hope our patrons are. I hope that anyone who's listening who, might not normally head out to a performance, checks it out, comes and joins us this season. We got a lot of cool stuff to offer, and it's all really unique and special. So good stuff.
Yeah, and if you missed this year's season announcement, it's a great event. Come to next year's season announcement. I know we had merch this year at our season announcement. It's an exciting time. I'm some of the folks come and they actually from the shows, right? And they sing and all that stuff.
Yes.
So I didn't watch it. So
we hid you in the bistro
I was
for
in
the
bistro
season announcement.
Guest party of one because I've never been invited to one. But now I've turned this into a sob story at the end of the podcast. But no, seriously, the season announcement's a great event, free event for anybody to come to.
Yep.
And again, if you missed it this year, please join us next year for it.
Yeah, it's always in March. It's always free. It's insider fact. It's I think the staff's favorite event. I'm not gonna lie. We all gather together. We all have a different gig to do. We're excited to see what Broadway talent's coming through to help us celebrate. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that kind of wraps up our first episode. What do you guys think? Did we leave anything unsaid?
No,
I'm clapping to myself. That's not me. Wow. It's like that we did it and it's real and we finished it.
This has been a long journey. We started talking about this and, obviously having crazy ideas since August, a little sooner than that. And to have this now in April, feels really cool. And thank you, Juliana and Ken, for joining me today and every time.
Thank you for everyone listening for joining us on this, or if you listened this whole way, thank you for indulging us in this new endeavor we're all doing here. So it's new to us too, and we're so excited to share this with you, and there'll be more surprises and fun facts and stories along the way. So keep listening.
Yep. Check out our social media and make sure you're up to date on when our new episodes are releasing. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the vibes, got some exciting tea, and we'll see you at the next party. Till then, Ken, why don't you play us out?
Yeah, thank you. Let me scoot over to the piano.